Welcome everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Samson and you are back with British Yoruba TV. Thank you for anyone who's watched the last episode. It's really appreciated. Anyway, let's kind of get into it. On the last video, which I will put the link in the description, I was talking about quite a few things. Liverpool the injury list to Liverpool, which has gotten worse since then, which I'm not really going to get too much into because I feel like that's pretty much all I've spoken about for the last few videos. I'm kind of sick of it now. It's just like whatever. It's another one. England and the Euros, England's chance in the Euros, and them on the Gareth Southgate. Have they gotten any better? Have they not? I personally don't think they have. But yeah, you can watch that in the previous video. And obviously the title contenders for the season. So check out the last video. But now I'm going to get into, obviously Premier League fixtures are back this weekend. So Liverpool V Leicester, which is on Sunday, I believe. So let's get into it. Okay, Liverpool v Leicester. First v third in the league, I believe. Leicester on a great run from, well, it's Rodgers v Klopp, you could say. Could have said Vardy versus Van Dijk or Vardy versus Gomez, but now it's Vardy versus Matip, which is worrying. Maddison versus Henderson. Who else? You got Firmino versus, who's their fit centre back? Johnny Evans. You know, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Rodgers obviously has, you could say, demons at Anfield that he wants to bury. Obviously getting also close to winning the league in the 2014 season, and then obviously finishing second, then losing Suarez, losing Sturridge to injury for that season, pretty much the entire season, and then buying a whole load of lackluster signings, and us finishing 7th, I think we did, or 8th, and then the season after that it wasn't good, and I think Gerrard's last game we lost to Stoke 6-1, which, you know, has not gone down. I mean, we don't forget. The North never forgets. And when I mean North, I mean Merseyside, Liverpool. Yeah, we never forget. Not forgetting that. So yeah, you could say, and obviously he got sacked eventually by Liverpool, went to Celtic, kind of rebuilt his reputation in his career as a manager, which is pretty easy to do in Scotland if you're going to be manager of Celtic. Like, yeah, like I said earlier, like anyone can win a league title at Celtic in this day and age. And then now he's come back to Leicester. Surprisingly, he went to Leicester. I'm surprised he went to Leicester. I would have thought he would have waited for a bigger, no offence to Leicester fans or Leicester City Football Club, but I thought he would have waited for a bigger opportunity, i.e. a Tottenham. I know he's turned down Chelsea in the past, but probably Chelsea hadn't been available at the time, and Arsenal, or maybe even United. So I am surprised he went to Leicester, but he's done well at Leicester, surprisingly. Me personally, I've never rated Brendan Rodgers as a great manager. I mean, people always talk about, he must win Liverpool the league, but if you look at the season after that, the players that he brought in, whether he brought in or the previous chairman or director brought in, I don't know, but he has to take some of the blame. He set the formation up, when he's changed from a 4 to a 3 defence, a 3-5-2, and played Markovic, who was an attacking midfielder, as a wing back. I mean, yeah, so he has to take some of the blame for as the manager, in terms of the capitulation that we endured that's the following season and the season after that. But I personally think he's proved me wrong at Leicester. Well, he almost proved me wrong at Leicester. And what I mean by that is, they was, like I said, again, I've spoken about this sort of previously on the previous episode, but they were second at one point in the league when Liverpool was top by like Christmas last season. And for them to finish 5th, you can say, they didn't have any aspirations of winning the league, so they never really put pressure on themselves to finish in the top 4, but it was in your hand. Obviously lockdown happened, blah, 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 and everyone's form kind of dipped after lockdown. But you were second by like January, and to finish the season in 5th is and obviously to lose against, I think they lost to United last game of the season anyway for them, so they couldn't. I think the last game of the season, from what I remember, was against United. Leicester lost to Chelsea in the last game of the season, 1-0, which in turn meant Chelsea finished above them in the race for fourth on 66 points, where Leicester was on 62 and United was on 66 as well. But the fact their form, those last 5 games, I'm looking at their form right now, and it was a defeat, a win, defeat, a draw. Whereas United had a win, draw, win, and Chelsea had a win, defeat, win. So, yeah. Personally, I mean, I don't know I don't know if they had key players that were injured, or if Vardy was injured, or if Vardy stopped scoring. But like I said before, previously, if Vardy stopped scoring, Leicester's goals dry up, and Leicester probably 9 times out of 10 will not win a game unless Vardy scores. So, yeah, I probably shouldn't say that and jinx that for the next game, because I could be worrying. But yeah, no, it is bad. So, Rodgers v Klopp. I think in terms of manager styles, I think it's evident. Proof's in the pudding. Klopp is a step up from Rodgers, from what we had with Rodgers, and just from Rodgers in general as a manager, a level apart. Does that matter on the day? No, because obviously sometimes even the best managers can get outdone by the opposition manager. So, reputational that goes out the window in terms of Premier League clashes. But who knows? It's going to be interesting. Two tactical, as people like to say, two tactical geniuses going at it. It'd be interesting to see Leicester's lineup because of their injury list. I think that they've got 3 or 4 key players out. I think all long-term injuries, or one long-term injury. Ricardo Pereira, I'm looking at, is out for the season pretty much with a cruciate ligament rupture. Although that did happen in March, so he might be back before the end of the season. They've got Zanucci, I don't even know how you say that name, but they're centre back again, another centre back who's out, unknown, with a tear in his abductor muscle. You've got Timothy Casgain, hamstring injury, he possibly isn't going to be ready. So that's 2 right backs and a centre back that they've got missing. Possibly Kasper Schmeichel as well, who suffered a concussion in their Monk's last game. So they're missing key players, but you look at their injury list and compare it to Liverpool's, it's not the same. Not by any stretch of the imagination. We've got, pretty much our whole back 4 is out for the game against Leicester. Robertson is a 50-50, so yeah, it's going to be a completely new makeshift back 4. And then you've got Thiago and Fabinho, who are still not guaranteed to play. They're still kind of recovering, so who knows. Salah's out due to COVID issues. We've still got Oxlade-Chamberlain out. Naby Keita did play for Guinea the other day, so he could be potentially fit, and he scored, I think, as well, so he could be past fit to play on the weekend. But yeah, the injury list's just piling up. But regardless of that, there's still quality in both teams for them to not really, because you look at this, Leicester are missing key players, but they're still top of the league. So regardless of who's injured and who isn't, it should not be an excuse. You've got a squad of 25 players. You shouldn't only have 11 good players and then the rest are just mediocre to bang average to whatever. You should have quality players win your 25-man squad to get you through a season, because you can't play the same 11 every game for the whole season. It's impossible. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see. And this is, obviously, I'm recording this before the last fixtures of international games, so who knows what can happen. Come Friday morning, you can hear news of other players being injured, God forbid any of them being Liverpool. But yeah, anything can happen between now and Friday. So with the last round of international fixtures going on around the world, who knows, fingers crossed that it's a clean bit of health for the rest of Liverpool players. because the last thing we need is any more injuries or COVID issues. So that's going to be interesting to see. So in terms of the lineup, with this whole injury issue with Liverpool, potential lineup, I've probably got it as a 4-3-3. So Klopp's going to put, well, he's going to have to, because I don't think, because Salah's out. It's going to be another 4-3-3 with Alisson. I personally would think it would be Nico Williams at right back, not Milner. If he's fit, Fabinho. If not, Nat Phillips, Matip, and Tsimikas. If Robbo's not fit, or if Robbo is not fit, it might be Milner on the left as opposed to Tsimikas. I don't know. So I don't even know if Tsimikas Kostas is even fit right now. Kostas, I don't even know his name, but I don't even know if he's fit. So yeah, it could be him on the left, could be Milner on the left, could be Nico Williams on the right, could be Milner on the right. Who knows? Jordan Henderson might even play centre back. That's how fucked it is. So yeah, so I've got Alisson in goal, Nico Williams, Fabinho / Nat Phillips, Matip, Tsimikas on the left. I've got a midfield three of. This is judged off of now, so I don't know who's fit. So let's just say the people that are out are out. Then you've got Henderson's fucking. If even Henderson's injured, you've got Wijnaldum, Milner in midfield because Henderson's possibly injured. So Wijnaldum, Milner in midfield, possibly Naby Keita or possibly Naby Keita if Thiago's not fit, with a front three of Mane, Firmino, Jota. That midfield and defence is worrying. I am worried. Yeah, hopefully Henderson and Thiago are fit. Yeah. Oh mate, not looking good. But as long as we can just crawl over the line until January, buy some new players, hopefully Klopp buy some new players in January, and we just go from there, and we just reevaluate, and reassess the squad come January. Cool. But that's my predicament. That's my prediction. Score prediction. I'm not going to do a score prediction. No? But yeah, I will. 2-1 Liverpool. Vardy will score via a penalty. Yeah, if not a long ball over the top, then it would probably be a penalty. But I think we're going to do another 2-1. I think Leicester will score first, and then either Jota or Mane will get the equaliser, and then possibly Shaqiri or Origi comes off the bench to get the winner. Who knows? But yeah, no, I think it's going to be 2-1, or Milner gets a penalty last minute again against Leicester. Who knows? Lightning shocks more than once, so yeah, it's a possibility. So yeah, 2-1. I got 2-1 Liverpool. Cool. Now I'm going to introduce a new topic of the show called Hot Topics, and I just go run through a list of my opinions and my hot takes on some of these things. First up is the race for the Golden Boot. So I've been looking at the goal scoring charts, and I can see that Vardy, Son, and I believe Calvert-Lewin. Vardy, Son, Salah, and Calvert-Lewin are all joint top with 8 goals. Very interesting. I think my personal opinion in terms of who's going to win the Golden Boot, I think it will either be Son or Vardy. I'll be shocked if it is Dominic Calvert-Lewin, as good as he has been this season, or so far this season anyway. I don't think he will keep it up. I could be wrong. He could get a hat-trick on the weekend and then bang, pull away from everyone else. I don't know. But yeah, I think my personal opinion, I think it will be Son. I don't think Salah will get the Golden Boot. He'll be close, but I don't think he'll win it this season. Vardy, I mean, he's Leicester's main threat. Like I say, if Vardy doesn't score, Leicester don't win. So if Vardy does, yeah. So I can't see Vardy not getting at least 15 goals this season if he stays injury free. Son again, if he's injury free, I can see Son getting easily. This could probably be Son's best season in front of goal. I can see him getting 20 goals at the rate he's going. I've always rated Son. Love Son. There was a point in the summer when I wish we had that Liverpool had bought Son rather than Jota. Now Jota's done well for us. I'm not going to deny that, and I'm happy we've got Jota. But I would have loved for us to get Son. Oh, I was even telling him, just to tell you this story, so to bore you. The day we won the league, my mate who's a United fan phoned me to congratulate me, because obviously, he's battling me for the last 10 years that I've known him about us never winning the league. Cool, we won it. And what I said to him was, if only we had a player like Son to add to our attacking front line, we would have been unstoppable. Like no one. We would have literally gone the season unbeaten, I think. And obviously you're telling me, how can you say that? You've got Firmino, blah, 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 blah. And then that was a whole other discussion. But I've always rated Son. I even bought him a Football Manager. That's how much I loved him. He's my favourite Tottenham player. And I can see him getting 20 goals this season. Easily. With the service provided from Harry Kane and obviously Gareth Bale when he's match fit. From their midfield, if Dele Alli can get back into the team, mate, I can see Son getting 20 goals this season. Easily. So yeah, between Son and Vardy, personally for me, in terms of the race for the Golden Boot. In terms of player or standing of the season so far, obviously it's a bit early. We're only 8 games in. Standing of the season is a bit drastic now to do right now, but in terms of, you look at all the signings that have come through the door, Partey, Martinez for Villa from Arsenal, you've got Thiago, Rodriguez, Cavani, Mendy, Silva, Werner, Havertz, Ziyech. You got a whole list, Brewster. You got a whole list of players that have come through that have at new clubs now this season. So signing of the season, I think that's something I want to look back at hopefully in the next few months. But for now, from what I've seen, player of the season will have to be. It's a hard one. I can't call it. I actually can't call it right now. Signing of the season. You can't say Ziyech because it's only been 2 games he's played and he's done well in those 2 games. But you can't say Werner because he hasn't scored in it. He hasn't played well in every game. It's definitely not. Well, you can't say Jota because he's only performed. He got the winner against West Ham, and then he got a hat-trick in the Champions League, but then that was pretty much it in terms of impact. Can't say James Rodriguez. I can't say him. Ollie Watkins or Ross Barkley at Villa, maybe they might be in with a shout in terms of signing of the season so far. They've done really well. Possibly Ollie Watkins, honestly, or Ross Barkley. You have to chalk up between one of those two in terms of signing of the season so far. But that's so far 8 games in. Things could change. Who knows? Player to watch out for this weekend in terms of. Well, I've looked at the fixtures, and judging by the fixtures, I would have to say a Villa player, Jack Grealish. I think coming off the England game, and everyone's singing his praises, it's definitely gonna have to be him this season. This weekend. So look out for him. I think he's gonna get a man of the match performance. We're gonna give a man of the match performance, and probably get an assist / and or goal. But that's my opinion. Who knows? We'll find out if I'm right. But yes, thank you. Brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you for watching, guys. The last one I know was a long one, 30 minutes. I'm trying not to do that again anytime soon, especially when it's just me talking. You don't want to hear me ramble on for 30 minutes. Unless you do, I don't know. Subscribe and let me know. That lets me know that you guys want to see more of that content. But yes, please don't forget share, comment, subscribe, all of that crap. I know you hear it on every YouTube video, but it does mean a lot, and it helps me to grow as a up and coming content creator. Don't forget also to follow me on my socials, Instagram, Twitter. Again, I'll put it somewhere here in the description. Also, and yeah, let me know what you think. Who's your team got this weekend? How you feeling about this weekend coming up? Do you think your team gonna get 3 points? Did your team get 3 points? If you're watching this after the weekend, did your team get 3 points? Did your team perform well? Was there a star man that you think was the star man this weekend? And yeah, just get involved. Just get involved in the discussion. Okay, I'm out. Thank you for watching. Peace.